And get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Brian Anderson here, alongside Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us from the floor. And we check out the power rankings with plenty of time left in the season. So much could be different by the end of the year. They have to be frustrated right now, falling down into the bottom of the rankings.
When I look at this visiting team, they're in the lower end of the rankings and headed down. Not the position you want to find yourself in. Now we'll see if they can stabilize in the coming games.
Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Prince, and it's Flowers in at the four-man position. And so much to take in during the start of the season, Richard. It's hard to not overreact at times.
You got to remember that everything is going to get blown out of proportion in the first week. Give it some time, let it breathe before everyone jumps to conclusions.
Here's Prince. Pass to Timmerman. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Prince. Williams defending. Yep, count it. And about a minute gone in the first quarter. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. The free throw drops for Williams. Here's Timmerman. 17 points in his last outing. Knocks it down from distance.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Second team foul.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. The kick out to Williams. Drills it from deep. Williams has got 6 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Williams. Over to the left wing. Gets the three to fall. These teams have really gone back and forth.
Yeah, 5 lead changes already. This one's going to be a battle for sure.
Pass to Reynolds. Here's Timmerman. Over to the wing. To the middle. Oh, got a piece of it. Count that one.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You gladly take them.
And the visitors call time here. And a chance now to look at the highest scoring teams in the league from last season.
And last year, I liked watching this team operate on the offensive end. The ball movement, the patience, the confidence. You love seeing all that come together.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Back to Williams. And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line. Williams no good on that one. Gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. King, the pass to Rush. There's a minute 12 left to play in the first. And the three-pointer goes.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. And stolen by Williams. All sorts of time. King gets the bucket.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
29 seconds left in the first. Pass to Foster. Out to the wing. Here's Reynolds. On target from range.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Here's Rush. Still without a bucket. Now Williams. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
And he'll take his third and fourth free throws of the night. He's off on the first. And he sinks the second. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Leading by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
Well, we've watched them force their way to the line, and it seems to be working so far.
Especially on the road, you want to come in aggressive. Let everyone in this arena know that you are here to play.
And it's Murphy in at the center position. Gone 3 of 3 from outside here in this one. Pass to Flowers from downtown. Rebounded by Novak. Outside Murphy.
Substitution for the away team. Number 75, George Wilson.
Pass to Novak. And you might think the toughest picks are set by the bruisers. But some say the shooters actually set the best screens. Why is that?
Well, the guy guarding a shooter doesn't want to leave their side. So when they screen you, you get no help.
Here's Flowers. Fires the 3, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
He's got a sweet stroke from long range. Plenty of bigs do now.
Has to Rush. Out left to the wing. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Tries again. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. 7 points in the game. both gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's Hurley. No points yet. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity. The home team calls timeout.
At the line for your Jayhawks.
At last season's most proficient free throw shooters.
One shot.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Releases, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. He's got 9. Pass to Flowers, and they're on the break. Here's Williams. They get the rebound.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes. First personal foul, second team foul.
Here's Timmerman. No made baskets yet. And he lobs it up top. And Williams punches it home.
And the lead increases on a crazy offensive sequence.
Man, the dunk alone would have been incredible, let alone the fact that it came off a pinpoint pass. Fires for 3. Fires in the triple.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to see it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Williams with the screen. 1:10 left in the second. Clock at 6. Fade away. Reynolds with a rebound.
That's a decent look for him. He just couldn't convert.
Shoots a fadeaway, and that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Probably didn't need the fade on that shot, but he might have thought the defender was a little bit closer.
He's gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second. Pass to Williams. The fadeaway, no good, misses at the buzzer. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. They're up by 3. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
One thing that's helped tonight, their three-point shooting. Those triples add up fast, don't they, Kenny?
That's why I shoot them. If they have 4s, I take them too. But here's one thing. You have to have floor balance, and you have to really create clean looks, though.
All right, fellas, time now to take a look at these early season standings in the East.
Well, I think for the home team, they knew it was going to be a tough year. And I got to say, it's been hard to watch them fight, looking through all these challenges. You hope they're learning something out there. Challenging times for the franchise.
Thanks, as always, for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The visitors with the ball. 3-point lead. They've got Prince. And it's Timmerman in at the 3. The small forward. Pass to Williams. To the paint. Tipped. Inside. Stolen. There's the triple. And they get it back. Connects from downtown. He has 6.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
Pass to Flowers. Here's Foster. Cuts off the pass. King, the pass to Novak. Now here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover.
Prince against Williams. To stop the run, and it's Prince with the 3. Prince has got his second basket on the night.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
The shot from the low post is good.
Okay, that's a tough bucket. D on him as tight as possible, but you're not going to stop this guy from getting to the rim.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. The 3. Foster. And the tip in on the offensive boards. Foster's gotten his second bucket of the game.
As usual, he's right there to save the play. Nice timing on the tip-in.
To the left side wing. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
And the bucket is good. Foster's got 6.
Rock the baby, working the size advantage inside.
Knocked away. Buries it from 3.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Williams from long range. Good work there as it goes. Williams has gotten 4 this quarter.
The offensive success is due. In part to his quality shooting. He hasn't wasted too many looks.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible.
Yeah, the second half in stark contrast with the first. Coach must have gotten on them a little bit at halftime.
Sinks it from distance.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Pass to Timmerman. 44 seconds left in the third. Here's Flowers. Jump shot is good. He's got 5. 35 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Novak. Still no points. 5 on the clock. From deep, he drops it from range. Novak's got his first 3 points of the game. And that'll do it for the third quarter. They lead by 6. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
He'll be proud of that one. Bigs love when their passing skills are noticed.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. They've got Prince, and it's early in at the power forward position. Timmerman, that's good.
And this is just typical of him, always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
There's a screen. Here's the 3, and he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
The 3 from Prince. Sends it home from three-point land.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain the triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
To the inside, Thornton takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
Lays it up and in, despite excellent defense.
Now, what's the saying? Don't box out, you get your feelings hurt.
The home team calls timeout. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what the Jayhawks coach was going over with his team. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. Pass to Timmerman. Let's go with a 3, and it's Prince with the 3. Prince has got 6 here in the quarter.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
From downtown, the 3 ball is down.
They're going at it on offense. Neither team backing down.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Here's the pass to Williams.
Second team foul.
little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Yes, sir! Make it in the layup!
Hey, clashes with the larger defender and makes maybe the biggest shot of the game.
You love the relentlessness. Wasn't going to give up a chance for a big play.
One shot.
And the free throw, no good. Gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the fourth. Williams against Prince. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. And he nails it!
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone. Until someone stops him, just let him roll.
Now here's Williams. Oh! Touches it off the glass!
Instead of risking something on the perimeter, he just works it inside.
Reading the defense, sensing the open, he does not hesitate.
A minute 22 left in the fourth quarter of this one. To take the lead, buries it from outside.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
And the visitors call time here. Minute 9 left to play in the fourth quarter. Oh, he drains a contested shot.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Down goes the jumper.
Talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
He fires. Excellent chance, but no good.
Great contest by the defense, and he's unable to hit that tough fadeaway.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Flowers. 16 seconds left to play in the fourth. Shot clock at 6. Ball stolen. Here's the pass to Williams. Nails it.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
The home team calls timeout. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
Down 1 with just enough time for a couple passes and a shot. We'll see what they can do.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Just a fantastic accomplishment. You love how they just diffuse the energy in this arena.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. As we leave, we present our
I'm a boy sailor, better get that gone. 85 burning rubber till I get back home. And bitter is the food that fell early. Slither with these snakes, homie, Lord have mercy. Hands in his chicken, no churches. To purge it, Lord forgive me for these urges.
City with the top down. Used to have a little, need a lot now. I hear money calling when I walk out. Hey, hey, in the city I'm the one they wanna talk about. I just did another 100 on a pop out. I've been balling every day, no I can't stop now. Hey, I can never slow down. I need it right now. Drinking water might drown. Oh yeah, I can never slow down. I need it right now. Drinking water might drown. Get up out my head to get in my bag. Can't nobody hold me back. I'm running laps. No.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. GA, we know it's still very early in the season, but still, just how defined are these teams at this point?
Kevin, it varies squad to squad in a big way. Some teams are very solid now. Things are pretty set in stone. Others are looking for what really works in the moment of truth.
Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Campbell, and it's Ajinça in at the 2. Pass to Raja. Fires at the elbow. Buries the jump shot.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Mono the pass to Campbell. Hits the three-point bomb.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Took him no time at all on that one.
He relishes his role in this offense, and he's a natural leader, too.
Pass to Valanciunas. Jacks up a 3. Rebound by California.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage.
Clearly, that was the overriding factor. Double-digit advantage on the board. They just pounded them inside.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well. California making a switch here. Hilliard's checked in. Free throw good, Ajinça. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Takes a step back. Benjamin Campbell defender. Pass to Raja. Here's Hayward. That one's in. His first shot this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
No good from Campbell.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
first quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. They swipe it. And here comes the break. Lets it go with the three. A three-pointer is right on target. Hendricks has got 6.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition. Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Got that one up quick.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
String music scorching those nets. How long can they keep this up, though?
Now here's Simmons. .112 left to play in the first quarter. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And he's tall for a shooting guard, but also he takes advantage of his height whenever he can.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And California decides to take their first time out here. Deciding to change it up. With the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard to show us the league's best shooting teams last season.
You know, after that solid performance last year, there will be a lot of high expectations this year. And nothing stays exactly the same for a team from year to year. There are a lot of dynamics involved, particularly shooting percentages.
109 left in the first quarter. Pass to Smith.
Really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think you got it right. The defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Bowen, he's jacked in for Simmons. Now, here's Hunter. He has yet to score. Spalding drills the three-pointer.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
Outside Wall. There's 14 seconds left here in the first quarter. So the wing on the left, 6 on the shot clock. Here's Spalding. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Number 31.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. They're up by 5. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
Well, the player and ball movement has been excellent. Finding space, operating in space, and when they've gotten open shots, they've knocked them down.
Smith is out there with Hunter. Then it's Porter. And it's Spalding in at the shooting guard position. There's Porter with the 3. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Porter's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. To the wing right side. Pass to Ryan Foreman. Here's Holton. Out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Wright Foreman. The 17-footer goes down.
and pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
You know, your assumption would be that he'd be at a big disadvantage in that matchup, but you'd be assuming wrong.
You think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that have been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Here's Benjamin, and again it's California. Gone 7 of 9 on three-pointers tonight. Outstanding mark from long range. Here's Campbell, and he's good on the three ball. Campbell's got 9.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Got a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Here's Spalding. Money from the wing. 5 points in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Good on the three-point shot.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Pass to Campbell. Beyond the arc. Good on the triple. Campbell's got 6 in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Benjamin, and again it's California.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take it.
Now, here is Smith. Nothing on the board.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And because he struggled with his free throw shooting so much last season, I thought he was hesitant at times to be aggressive. Wasn't looking to draw contact and was trying to avoid getting to the foul line.
That one is no good. And out of bounds as California gains possession. Porter's checked in for Smith.
Number 35, KC.
California trails by 6. 6-second difference between shot and game clock. Benjamin the pass to Hayward. Benjamin, Campbell defender. And Hayward gets it to go. Hayward's got his second basket of the night. Here's Hendricks. Lead pass was put in just the right spot.
He's used to sharing the love. Exceptional timing on that pass.
And that concludes the first half. Up by 6. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
Taking a look at the visitors, they've had some hiccups early on, but I don't think that takes away from the potential of this team. With their talent and coaching, they could easily mount a challenge for the top spot before it's over.
And now, guys, it's time to talk about that challenging first half for California.
Facing good shooters, you have to extend your defense early in the clock. Let those guys drain a few and get into rhythm. You're toast with the butter and the jelly.
Avocado toast.
Ooh, I like that too, Jet.
Don't put your diet on me, Kenny.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. They've got Simmons, and it's Hayward in at the center, locking down the middle. Drills it from outside.
The offense is flowing through him right now. He just keeps coming.
They've got Hunter, and it's Hendricks in at the 3 slot. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Hendricks has got 11 points. And for California, they've got Simmons, and it's Hayward in at the 5, roaming the paint. Here's Jacobson, powered down after the assist, let him into the lane.
And he sure can get off the floor.
He's one of the best in the business, absolutely.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
Having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, so that's a double-edged sword there.
Gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
That's exactly what they want. Get him into the offensive flow right away and then keep it going.
And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their system.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teams. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
For California, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Taking 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot, guys. The league is hoping for more competition for the All-Star game, and one idea to motivate the players is more prize money for the winning team. It worked for the Emirates Cup. The All-Star festivities drive revenues and publicity for the league, so those that are advancing this suggestion say, put some money on it. Back to you.
All right, Allie, we thank you very much. at the break on the floor, you can see the teams that led the NBA in steals last year.
You know, I don't know if the numbers even told the story. I mean, their defense was as good as it gets, often just leaving their opponents completely demoralized.
Simmons on the wing. It's stolen by Ajinça. Puts up a three. Knocks down the three ball. Ajinça's got 6.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Hayward a screen on Kemp. Pass to Hayward. Drops in the tray.
Well, we come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
To the middle. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Here's Ajinça, and the three ball is good. Ajinça's got 6 points in the quarter.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
We've got 1:48 left to play in the third. Here's Jacobson, and the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, the pick didn't exactly neutralize the defender, but good concentration on the finish to still get the basket.
.141 left in the third quarter of the game. Now, here's Ajinça. He's got 9. Buries the long-range jumper. 9 points in the game so far.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
They set the screen. That bucket in no time at all.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
Pass to Porter. Lets it go from deep. Hits it from three-point range. Porter's got 12 in the game.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Here's Benjamin in against California from deep.
This guy's really flowing with his stroke right now. He hit one earlier, and now he has 3 in this half.
Pass to Ajinça. Fires the 3. Drains the three-pointer. Ajinça's got 9 points now in just the second half.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's Wright Foreman. Launches a 3 in against California from deep. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. They lead by 13. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Campbell is out there at quarter. And it's Smith, and it's Ajinça in at the 3. Here's Campbell. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
Out to the right wing. Wright Foreman, the pass to Holton. Over to the wing. A nice shot by Wright Foreman.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
Spalding with the bucket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
I really like how he's playing tonight, taking good, smart shots, playing his game.
Right wing. Here's Wright Foreman. Pass to Holton. And again, it's California.
Well, as for them being behind in this game, you certainly can't put any of it on his shoulders. He's been tremendous offensively.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, over that break I was able to catch the message that the visiting team coach was giving to his team. And coach reminded his team that leads can disappear quickly in the NBA. He said if we get loose and they make a few shots in a row, then this is a ball game again. Do not let that happen here, Florida, guys.
Thank you once again, Allie.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
From outside. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Oh, that is a big-time jam.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
Here's Valanciunas. Knocks down the three.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on defense.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Fires the three. Down it goes for three.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
The three goes down.
An extremely efficient and productive game for him, but again, he's not going to be able to do it all by himself.
And as we've seen, Greg, navigating this age of social media can be difficult for an NBA player.
Yeah, a momentary indiscretion can get broadcast to the whole world. So there's a need for caution that's probably higher than in decades past.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
.111 left in the fourth quarter. California trails by 17. Oh, and right time and right place defending there. Gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Here's Spalding. That's tipped. Jacks up a three. Campbell's shot's good.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
And so the road team gets the W in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for Allie LaForce and my colleagues here at the table, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us. And as we part ways, we present our player of the game.
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Stan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table. And well, two of the best guards in the league going at it today, Graham. Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, B.A. But the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Stephen Curry, and it's Santos in at the small forward. Pass to Gomez. Pure from three-point range.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And he drains the quick shot. Gomez has got 5.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Okogie, the pass to Curry. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Look at how solid Curry's motion is. Almost like he could have done that blindfolded.
Pass to Caravan. They set the screen. There's the block. And they'll get another chance. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. 6 to shoot. Second chance effort. Here's Santos. We saw him with 19 his last time out. Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Pass to Clayton. Here's Caravan. Curry with the block.
Great defense from Curry. When he comes up with the block, it really fires him up. I just love the ball movement.
The home team calls timeout.
There's no way coach likes this effort level. They need to refocus.
Yeah, you have to take a timeout in a situation like this. Stop the bleeding a bit and regroup.
A look now at the leaderboard to see which teams had the toughest defenses this past season.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Caravan drains the triple.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
Jacks up a 3, knocks down the long J.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
A minute 58 left now in the first quarter. And here's the fast break. Here's Santos. And there's the rejection. Pass to Meeks. The three is up. Gets the three ball to go. Gone 5 of 6. They're rolling. And the visitors call time here.
And this is a matchup they expect to win. Certainly, last year they were the stronger ball club.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Money on the 19-footer.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Down low. Here's Neal. The three from Curry. Counted from distance. Curry's got 12 points.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Meeks. 43 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Cobb. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Got 7 of 8 in the basket. Outside Curry. $15 seconds left in the first. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Nails it from 3. 15 points in the game.
He's been so aggressive on offense. And with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. They're up by 10. And we'll bring you the start of quarter number 2 when we return. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And what do you guys think about the visitors here in this one?
I'll tell you what, throughout the first, they did a great job of just running their offense.
Yeah, and I love to see this kind of communication between teammates. Great player movement, great ball movement.
They've got Stephen Curry, and it's Neal in at the center position. Pass to Curry from outside the arc. Hey, he's now 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Caravan. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, B.A., they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
No one covering. Taylor's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
Sinks the tray.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
The home team calls timeout. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
Well, now the question is, how do you scheme this guy? Try to take the ball out of his hands? Bring a second defender? I'm curious to see what they do.
Substitution on the court.
A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Pass to Caravan. Fades and shoots. Basket's good. Caravan's got 5.
Well, he probably didn't need the fadeaway. There's an example of style.
Here's Delgado. Back to Okogie. The 3 from Curry. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. And the basket by Meeks.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, the NBA keeping an open mind. Commissioner Adam Silver said, quote, "This is the only league that plays 48 minutes. I'm a fan of 10-minute quarters. A 2-hour format is more consistent with modern television habits, but it's such a dramatic change. Something like that would have to be talked about over time." Brian, back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Pass to Caravan. The fader, and the shot's good. Caravan's got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, he's picking it up here in the second quarter after a slow start.
And the visitors call time here. Curry from deep three-point land. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. On Friday, then on Saturday.
And for that game against the Wildcats, that'll be game number 10 for them. Starting to get into the full swing of things. Should be a fun one.
Got all 4 threes to drop from downtown in this game. Outside, Williams. Pass to Gomez. Here's Palmer. Yet to see a basket. He buries it from 3.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Curry from deep three-point land. The long-distance 3 is buried.
His production from range has been nothing short of astounding.
Pass to Williams. To the inside. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
1 shot.
Gotten 6 of their 7 shots to go in the second quarter. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. 29 seconds left in the second period.
Well, despite that turnover, they've done a decent job taking care of the ball, and they'll need to continue that if they want to hold on to this lead.
It's good! Curry with a long-range bomb.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
The 3. No good there. The clock runs out, and we are headed to halftime. Up by 12. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute.
Thanks for tuning in. We love the mountain climbing, don't we? Well, there's a huge mountain to climb.
They've done some good things. I mean, they've also let those other guys get comfortable at the offensive end.
Yeah, Lazy D, they'll need to play with much higher energy in the second half.
All right, now we've got some time to take a look at the players of the week. Let's talk about our winner from the Western Conference.
I've been really impressed watching him. I mean, he's facilitating this offense, making plays for his teammates and for himself.
Yeah, he's been the best player on the floor most nights. Really has.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for watching as we send you back to BA to call the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
I'll tell you what, he's still working on his playmaking skills, but he's been tremendous so far in finding the open man.
Well, the way I see it, it's an added bonus. And you can see team chemistry really growing as a result of him racking up the assists.
Gone 5 of 6 from three-point land so far. They've got Williams, and it's Gomez in at the point. Uses the glass on the layup. Gomez has got 7 points in the game.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
They've got Stephen Curry, and it's Santos in at the 3 slot. They've got Williams, and it's Gomez in at the point guard position.
Well, he knew he had the size advantage to dominate the defense there. Go right at him.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. And that one misses. Here's Williams. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
And he just powered through contact trying to complete the play.
This is his second trip to the line in the game. The free throw drops for Williams. He does not get the second one. They've got Stephen Curry, and it's Okogie in at the 5. On the wing, Curry. Williams defending. Here's Delgado. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got his 4th assist with that last one.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Yeah, very hot start out of halftime. Making their first 3 shots, getting the looks that they want, and knocking them down.
And the visitors call time here. And we're just about a minute and a half into the 3rd quarter of basketball. Clayton grabs the board.
I know that he has the ability and confidence to sink that shot. But better luck next time, maybe.
Yeah, that's one of those heat check shots. And heat check is a synonym for bad shot. Well, they came out of the locker room with a purpose. 4 for 4 already in the half.
Outside Curry from behind the arc. Money! Stephen Curry, the 3-point king.
Very consistent tonight at the offensive end. Right there, he helps fuel the fire.
Back to Williams. Santos pulls it in.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the NBA has its eyes on the old continent. Commissioner Silver said there continues to be an enormous opportunity to take basketball to another level in Europe. The quality of the basketball there has been fantastic, and we think there's a commercial opportunity to create something special. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, appreciate the update. Pass to Okogie. Here's Santos for 3, knocks down the triple. Santos has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Williams from long range drops in the 3.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Pass to Delgado. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Delgado's got 6 here in the quarter.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Both teams will make substitutions. .103 left to play in the third quarter here. Here's Meeks. 5 points in the game. Hits the trifecta. Irving's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game.
I'd like to see them run more plays for him. Maybe something in motion to make it harder for the defense to deny the ball.
Pass to Curry. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Irving.
He was all over that pass. That's a cautionary tale.
Yeah, and you know they're tracking the tips and deflections because that tells you who's affecting the game.
And they'll keep possession. Puts up a deep three. And Strickland pulls it down.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet. Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth. Leading by 9. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And Curry's got the ball here for the Wildcats. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And it's Flowers in at the power forward. Delgado with the bucket.
And he's not taking it easy on them at all. I mean, we all know he's going to keep pouring it on.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
Hits a three-pointer.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
And sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
And it's almost like Curry's motor never stops running. This is what forces defenders to overcommit.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Curry. And so Curry nails both of them. They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
Here's Caravan. Knocks down the triple.
And he's really made his mark with a three-pointer today. That's another big one.
And when you have shooters feeling it from distance, it feels like no lead is safe because points can get put up in a hurry.
Tried to come right back at him with the three. Not that time.
The three is up. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
When this guy starts hitting threes, watch out. He's just pouring it on this half.
And the visitors call time here. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what the head coach for the Wildcats said to the team. He told his guys, quote, "Do not get complacent. No coasting to the finish line here. Stay on the gas, keep the energy up, and close it out." Coach doesn't just want them to hang on to this lead. He wants them to extend it.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Pass to Santos. And here's Curry. Lets it go from deep. Drops in the three. Curry's got 41.
Look, this guy is clearly on a heater from deep. If you're the defense, you cannot allow him to shoot it from out there. Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
From deep. Williams rips down the board. Gone 3 for 3 from downtown in this fourth quarter. Money from three.
Hey, he's doing whatever he can right now to pump up his teammates.
If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Good man. The defender really went after him.
Shooting for the Wildcats.
Shooting two.
At the line for two.
And he drops the first. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Gone 4 of 4 from outside during the fourth. Puts up the tray. It's money from deep.
And they've been relying on his three-point stroke all game. And he doesn't let them down when it matters most.
Well, it's one thing to hit threes when it doesn't matter. It's another to do it in clutch time. Takes a special player.
And just a painful blow right there. I mean, I believe they give up a big triple.
The 19-footer, good for two.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
Well, you know this is when they lean on him, and he delivers with a much-needed score.
19-footer is good.
I love it. His love for the game couldn't be more obvious. It helps him make a positive impact out on the court, and it also keeps the bench fired up. If Steph relishes taking key shots, it's what he's out there to do.
The home team calls timeout. Here's Caravan. Oh, he needed it, and he got it.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Well, guys, I'm happy I'm not guarding Steph right now. On nights like tonight, Curry can do no wrong.
Takes a three. Connects again from distance. Woo, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
The BA, he's on fire.
The home team calls timeout. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
An uphill battle for them. Everything has to go perfectly.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
He fires from 18. Sinking the follow-up shot.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
And the free throw, no good. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And so they foul intentionally. So the first one drops, and that puts them up 5. So he drops them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Good job converting at the line and helping to build this lead.
The home team calls timeout.